On this video, we are going to be learning indices. What is indices? Indices is simply the plural of index. And what is index? Index is a mathematical expression with a base that is raised to a power. For instance, if we have a raised to power 3, where a is called the base and this is called the power. So therefore, this is an example of index. Hence, we could also have a raised to the power of 3x minus 2, where a is the base and this is the power. This is referred to as indices. So, indices is the plural of index. Let's check out the laws of indices. Number 1. If we have a raised to the power m times a raised to the power n, which is known as the multiplication law. In this law, if we have the same base multiplying each other, we'll pick one base as a. Now the power will sum up the power as m plus n. For instance, if we have 2 raised to the power 3 times 2 raised to the power 4, we'll pick one of the two and add the power, which is 2 raised to the power 7. Also, if we have a raised to the power m divided by a raised to the power n. Now, the division law says if we have the same base dividing each other, we'll pick one base and subtract the powers. Example, if we have 2 raised to the power 3 divided by 2 raised to the power 4, we simply say 2 raised to the power 3 minus 4, which is 2 raised to the power of minus 1. If we also have here, a is raised to the power of n and all raised to the power of m is the same thing as a raised to the power of n times m, which means the n will multiply the m. So that we'll have a raised to the power n m. For instance, if we have 2 raised to the power of 3 all raised to the power of 5, it will be the same as 2 raised to the power 3 times 5, which is 2 raised to the power of 15. Also, if we have a raised to the power of 0 is equal to 1, which means any number raised to the power 0 is 1. But a will not be equal to 0. So any number raised to the power of 0 is equal to 1, so long the number is not 0 itself. Number 5, if we have a raised to the power of negative n, this is known as the negative index law. Here, the raised to the power of negative sign will be 1 over. Now, since a is raised to the power n, a still remains n. For instance, if we have 2 raised to the power of negative 3, the negative sign will be 1 over. Now, 2 is raised to the power of 3, so that we'll have 2 raised to the power of 3. Also, if we have a raised to the power m over n. It will be a, the numerator, which is m, will be the power to a, and the denominator, which is n, will be the root of a. For instance, if we have 2 raised to the power 3 over 4, this will be 2 raised to the power of the numerator 3, then the denominator 4 will be the fourth root. Number 7, if we have a raised to the power of 1 over n, this is similar to the law number 6, which says a will be to the power of 1 and the square root of n. And a to the power of 1 is simply a to root n. For instance, if we have 2 raised to the power of 1 over 2, this is equal to 2 square root. Number 8, if we have m over n all raised to the power of 0, this law is similar to law number 4, which says any number raised to the power of 0 is equal to 1. So we'll have our value as 1. So long m over n is not 0 over 0. Number 9, if we have 1 raised to the power of a is equal to 1, which means if a is any number and 1 is to the power of that number, it is the same thing as 1. For instance, if we have 1 raised to the power of 2 is 1. 1 raised to the power of 3 is 1. Number 10. If we have 1 raised to the power of a over b is still 1. 1 raised to the power of fraction is still 1. For example, if we have 1 raised to the power of 2 over 3 is 1. Number 11. If we have a raised to the power n times b raised to the power n, this is the same thing as a times b all raised to the power n. For instance, if you have 2 raised to the power 3 times 3 raised to the power 3, this is the same thing as 2 times 3 all raised to the power 3. Number 12. If we have a times b raised to the power m plus b raised to the power m, this is equal to us factorizing these two, and the factors of a times b raised to the power m and b raised to the power m is b raised to the power m. Now open bracket, a times b raised to the power m divided by b raised to the power m is a plus b raised to the power m divided by b raised to the power m is 1. So we factor out and we'll have our result. So these are the laws of indices we'll be looking at. Now let's see how we can apply this law of indices to solve problems.